Much. I completely forgot. Yeah. I'll switch on the recording by default only. That will fix. Like this, I can modify. I can like if you want to delete something manually, you can do that also. Like change if you want to connect points like this point and this point. Like refine, but this won't connect with this. This is something I have to do it with create line. So close. This is the and there's one more thing is there. Where is that smooth option? Not this one. Insert also is the same thing. It basically creates. It basically makes this thing part. If I want to modify something, right click. You can modify it like anywhere. Click it and then start modifying. Right click like this. You can modify things. So like this, you can modify things and it convert this thing and change nicely. Okay. So files. Yes, I have downloaded the files. Just give me a second. Which one is this? Okay. Only thing is, correct. Its scale is too big, anyways. But it looks fine. The only thing is like what I sphere. Oh, you created this sphere and cut it. Okay, okay, that's why its name is sphere. Only thing is there is no thickness for this
Oh,
surface. There
okay.
is no thickness. So only thing what you can do is this border. Select this border and scale, shift and scale, and all of them are instance, so it will work perfectly. And then click on bridge. Done. Right, there's no thickness. So whenever you create something like this, like we have to think of this also how this thing is connected. This cannot be floating, right? So inside there need to be a socket or something that attached to this lamp. So it's fine, it's not wrong because that part is not visible, so you haven't created. It's perfectly fine, no issue. But like usually we think of those things like it's how it's connected. Because if you suppose it's like a chandelier, and if you see it from this angle, you can see directly it's disconnected, right? Otherwise it's fine,
Okay, sir.
completely fine. And yeah, completely fine. And one more thing, when you create something like this thing with cylinder, you have placed a separate cylinder here. Okay, so make sure there is at least a segment to close. It cannot be n-gon. It cannot be one plane without any points. So make sure close it like
Okay, sir.
this. And rest looks, this looks pretty nice. It's nice, clean, similar, exact same thing here also. You can see this point is missing. So whenever you have this, how you can do it is go to polygons. You can see it's just one single polygon. So it cannot be like this. So what you can do, extrude outside inside, any side, collapse it, reduce it, and then you can create this thing. And if you want, you can create a one more loop here and fix it. And then it was here, I guess. Edge, double click, it's right, soften it. So like this. So make sure this part also you can see n-gon So n-gons are not acceptable. This is like for initially you're doing, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. No issue at all. Only thing is ki n-gon, like try to now moving forward, make sure avoid this kind of n-gons.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, this looks pretty nice, clean, and okay, Boolean building. Okay, you have Boolean it. Okay. And then you did something, rotate or twist or something. Okay.
Yes, sir. Actually,
Hmm.
hello.
Yes, tell me, tell me.
So actually, I was trying to twist the vertices, the 4 vertex located at the top of the building,
Hmm.
but I was not able to twist it. I don't know, that option was not actually working for the vertex.
For
So
vertex,
directly,
for vertex, it won't work. You have to select a polygon, then you can rotate.
okay, okay.
Vertex, if you select a vertex, like suppose I select a vertex, it will nothing will happen. Yes, if I select
Yes,
all
sir.
4 of them, then it will work.
Okay.
Now to rotate this thing, so you need to basically rotate this shape. So that's why you need to connect it. And like, okay, this is like practice wise fine, but geometry wise it's
Okay.
not fine. Like whenever we have something like this, okay, what we do is right click, cut, or you can go here, edit geometry. There is a cut option. So what we do is we connect, like this is like floating. Either I continue this line this side, or I can continue this line. I can do this also and this also. Like we get like this to fix everything. Make sure everything is attached together. And edge mode, go select this edge, Z scale, Z scale, straighten everything. So like because everything should be quad. So for practice, it's fine, absolutely fine, no issue at all. But it's like when we in future, when we create any asset, make sure connect all the points. It cannot be floating because there is nothing. You can see there's nothing there to hold this shape.
Yes, sir.
So that is something I have to do.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no issues. Then let's see bottle. Okay, this is I don't have a bottle model. Weld core segments I can increase. Fine. And only one thing, there's a hole, access. This thing, once you have this, you have to make sure the you weld the corner. So top of this, apply a edit poly, go to vertices, select all the vertices, and collapse it. Same thing here also, border, select the border, collapse it. Rest is fine. Let's see, chandelier.
So actually, when I was creating this chandelier, so
Hmm.
I was not able to add the material. I don't know why, because when I'm pressing the M shortcut,
Hmm.
so that ball kind of icon was not coming in my system.
Oh, it's a big window where you have all those like left side. There's some lots of material written, and there's an open.
Yes, yes, it's
Yes,
written.
yes.
Yes, yes.
So on that window, top right, left side, there is a modes. Click on this and click
Okay.
on. By
Yeah.
default, it looks like this, right?
Yes, sir.
Just click on modes, compact material. That's it.
Okay.
So this is fine. Like this is fine, like, but it's like very simple reference. So this is not bad. It's fine only. The only thing, like, you could have gone for little something bit fancy, bit no.
Yes, sir.
And there is little issue here.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it needs to be collapsed. Yes.
Shape length. Okay, here this edit poly, something happened here. You see the shape changed. Something happened here slightly. So this one is not required. Then Xform. Now everything is fine. So you can see this. So like that's like, make sure like you see, same thing happened everywhere. You can see, I can see everywhere that edit poly is creating issue. If you want to reduce it, like I believe you trying to reduce this thing, fix this section. Something happened here. It should be perfectly round. That's the only thing. This is fine. And screwdriver. Nobody you create. Okay, let's see. Used this thing.
This one is also mine. So,
Yes.
but actually what happened for the loft option,
Mhm.
the shape was not working. So I had to go to edit poly and I had to do it every time, like separate things. Like my shape was not working. I don't know why.
Shape is
Yeah,
not.
the shape option.
Okay, let's see. Select. It's working.
So, but in my system, so I don't know why it was not working. Oh, must be okay. Then I have to check it again.
Just cross check it. If there is any issue, just get back to me.
Okay, sir.
It should work. This is a very basic shape and it should work. So yeah, let's so you can like modify things nicely.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, how to adjust this that I mean the edges of
Which
that
edges?
screwdriver?
Which edges? Tell me. This one.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I did that. I was not able to do that. I mean that adjust the edges.
Just like select that and modify it. Click and modify. Scale up, move, rotate. Everything can be done.
So that day we were talking about the dialog box about like if we're jumping from late to the original
Yes.
line segment.
Yes. Hmm.
So can you please show an example to get a clear idea about the yes option and the hold on option?
Yes. Yes. Just created a box. Display edit button. Polygon. Extrude. 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 So just modified couple of things here and there. I just modified it. So now if I go back to box, it will show this thing. The modifier exists in the stack, like, because there's in this stack, there's a dependent topology. So if I go back, changing parameter may be undesirable effect, because that's what, like, last time also we did the same thing. So if I'm really sure to go, so go back. So if I press like yes, no is same, and hold is actually yes only. If I press hold, I'll go back to box, but nothing happened here. But if I go back to edit and again go back to box and press hold no, it won't go to box. It will stay at edit poly only. Basically, if you press yes, it stays here. If I change anything, you see, it like destroys your shape. So basically, yes
Yes.
and hold is kind of same. It basically holds the shape. It won't destroy the shape. But if you modify the parameter, modify anything there, it will obviously going to affect your model. So this something is not recommended. Like once you do it, yes. Like you can see, I can scale. This thing I can definitely do. This won't like create any problem, because this is uniformly like scaling it down only. But if I try to add segment, it will destroy the model.
Yes, sir.
So if I go back here, everything is fine. If I come back again, if I press no, it will stay at edit poly only. If I go back to press yes, it will come back to box, but I cannot, if I modify something, again, same thing happened. So you can see, if I go back to this, it says hold/yes. So I want to go back, but like in case I don't want to change anything. So in that case, I'll hold and check. So this is like basically like if you want to go back and modify something, you can go back and modify, but there are chances it will destroy your shape, like existing thing. Maybe this effect will be changed. That's what.
Okay, sir.
And we have now submit this file bottle. So whenever you save your file, make sure it's in perspective mode. Press P, or maybe press this home. But only problem I can see, it's inverted. Oh no. Oh, you applied a material, transparency material. Okay. So you can add little gloss also then. The transparent material, it's fine. Looks nice. Only thing, shell is fine, but there's a hole. This hole,
Yes,
like this.
sir. I didn't know how to
Huh.
close that.
Okay. Before applying shell, apply a edit poly vertices. Scroll down, select them, and collapse it. It's clean. Now go to modifier, shell, and shell it. Done. That's clean. And let's see, if I want to render it out, if I go to Arnold, make sure assign my active shader and everything should be Arnold only. And material, M, press M, reset your material. So now everything you can see, they are like all physically based materials. And under this, you can see you have a simple and all the basic parameters and presets also there. So maybe suppose I want, okay, let's see, I'll apply this one. Replace. And where is my, there's a glass, thin glass, solid glass, process glass. Select this, apply, but nothing, you can see, to become a glass with all reflection, all these things, all these properties are there, materials are there already. And if I want to render it out, I'll create a plane, or maybe slightly I need this angle of 4. and apply a turbo smooth. Turbo is just to smooth out the model. G. See, it's on the ground bottle. You just stack it. Two, three bottles, just duplicate same bottle. Now, to render, like this is something like suppose you want to render something and showcase. So for render, for Arnold, without light you cannot render. Like shortcut for render is F9. It will render. This is, but without light it won't give you proper result, nice result. So you need to have a light, and it, you see, it renders everything. So go to M, select any of this, drag drop, and select this, and roughness make it full 1. Non-shiny. 1 means non-shiny, full rough, no shine at all, and 0 means full shiny. Now light, you can see there's a bulb. If you go there, you can see we have bulb light. There's something called Arnold light. Click this front, click and drag direction, left, click and drag 2 lights. So I have created 2 different lights. Now perspective mode, I have 2 lights here, quad lights, and let's see intensity and all. Intensity is 1 by default, and so let's see. I want to render it out. If I press shift F, it will create this safe frame. It will show how much it's going to render. And Alt and Control plus middle mouse button, you can zoom in and zoom out. Now I have this, and let's press F9 one more time. So it's all black. It's not rendering because there is this light. I need to select like add all those things. Light, visible, light, color is fine. Atmosphere shadow is fine. This is fine. Light 1. Visible. Render setup. Arnold, correct. Arnold renderer. Okay, available new version. I have to update it. Okay. Rest everything is fine. Render frame windows. Like where will you render it? So render. So you can see. Now, can you see my screen? It's all black.
Yes, sir.
So it's basically Arnold works on physical property. The intensity of the light is very low, really low. So that's why it's not able to, like it's all black. So if I just cancel it and select the light, intensity you can see 1. I can increase this to maybe 3, and the other one to maybe 2, or maybe let's try it out. Slightly brighter, cancel. So okay, 10. So because rendering is a time consuming process where you have to like identify because based on the scale of the model and plus your scene, light intensity and everything you need to identify, and like you need to like test out couple of time. I can still see 10 does, it's not enough. I'll go to this, make this thing maybe 20, and this one maybe 40. Slightly brighter. still not there yet.
Yes.
Right now it's still not there yet, so you have to render. The rendering is all lighting dependent. Like if you have to create proper lighting, and you have to like try out every time, you have to render and check, because it's a time consuming process. Until unless you render, you won't be able to see like what is exactly happening there. So rendering, you can render it out. I can use GPU, CPU, and you can see it slowly can get glossiness and everything, some lighting. It's like it's not very difficult. We can like generate this thing. And one more thing, we can do it like very nicely if we have, let me see, I go to if I have a HDRI map. HDRI map, basically, if you Google this thing, HDRI, there is a site called HDRI Heaven, which is free. If you go there, and you can download any of this HDRI map indoor. Suppose this is my indoor. Click this, and I want to download this one. 4K is like good enough. Click this, asking for save.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, for this we need to do the texturing then, texture node.
Texturing, like texturing is an entirely different thing. Like right now we're just saying, suppose you have a gray or like basic model, gray color, and you just applied basic color or something, and you want to present it nicely, showcase it to somebody. In that case, how you can render it out. So drag drop here, undo, left view, drag drop. I can see drag drop on the viewport. Okay. Go to your sorry, but again that view.
Sir, what is the shortcut to the camera?
Camera is C. Just
C.
if
Okay.
you have camera, if you have, in my scene there is no camera. Suppose I want to convert
this is a frame, right?
This is just a frame. So if you want to
Okay.
convert this into camera, press Control C. So you can see this thing changed to from a perspective to physical camera. Now I have a camera. I can go to perspective or left view, some other view, and just press C. We'll come back to camera view. Now render. Now you can see your rendering will take time, and it will give you better result, because now you have a lighting environment. So now you have an environment, based on that it will generate everything. Lighting is like altogether different subject. So like I'll explain basic rendering and all, because end of it you need to know how to render it out. Those things are required like just to showcase your portfolio. You can see like nice reflections and everything. You can generate this thing super easily. It's like it's very easy. It's not very complicated. Yes, if you want to render something production level, yes, that's a bit complicated, because for that it's like a lighting dependent plus shader dependent. So you have to modify your default shaders, materials, and everything, and generate it. And shader and materials are different. Material is dependent on your textures input, like whatever texture you apply, that is your material. And shaders are basically, they have some preset property already. Like this, I have applied this thing, glass shader, so it looks like glass automatically without doing anything. So, but if I want to create a material, so I have to create a texture for it with alpha and transparency and glossiness and everything. Like I thought like today I'll start with this. Anyways, so this glass like this, we can render it out. I guess I have another file. Yes. And whenever you send file, whichever reference image you're using, make sure keep it in the same folder. Otherwise, I won't be able to open it and check it. You can see like but this thing, and make sure it's always in perspective mode, or go to home, click this. It should be in this view. This looks nice and give you nice space. In orthographic view, what happens? It looks distorted. It looks distorted. So if you press P, perspective, it is still fine, or click on this home. Always save it like this.
Okay, sir.
This
Okay.
looks
Sir, the reference picture is on the plane 001.
no, the
So-
plane is
yeah.
there, image is not there, na. What
Oh,
happened?
you don't. Yeah.
Okay, like what happened in Max, like whenever you apply any texture on any surface, it's not part of that file. It's basically call loading from your local disk. It's there in a local drive somewhere. So from there, it's loading. So if I don't have that image, so it won't load for me, right?
Yes.
So every time whenever you have a image in your file, make sure to save it in your same folder so that I can open it and check it. It looks fine. Looks fine.
So can we zip it and we
Yes,
upload
yes.
it in Moodle? Okay.
Yes. You can zip it, and if you zip it, maximum file size cannot exceed 100 MB. That is something you just keep in mind.
Yes, sir.
And this is also orthographic. Okay. Screwdriver.
Sir, the tip of the thing, screwdriver, I was not able to shrink it down.
Shrink it down. Okay, let's see. We have the last shape of this one, right?
Yes, sir.
What line? I want this one shape. So you want to shrink it. So basically, to shrink it, what you have to do is right now it's at 85. So what you have to do is loft. If you select loft, now give a path of 100 and 100. You can see this step and
Yes, sir.
get shape. Click on this. So same shape you get now. Now you can go to shape. Select this one. Now you can reduce it, because you need something to hold that shape, like from where this shape is generating, hold that shape and then reduce it, right? If
Yes,
you don't
sir.
hold it, you cannot change it. If I change, suppose it's not there, undo it. Undo. So if I have this one only, select this shape, select it, so it will reduce the entire thing. So there is nothing to hold, nothing to restrict the shape, like from where to reduce, where not to reduce. So that like area you need to define. So you need to create like this. So you have created this section, right? Two of this just to hold
Yes,
the
sir.
shape. Similarly, you have to create two of them to hold that shape. This is correct. This is absolutely correct, and this looks fine. And this looks fine. This looks fine. It's absolutely fine. Like what you can do is you can experiment with this and create something different. Like suppose you try to create a lampshade or something with this loft. Like some experiment. You can explore more ways to use it. But this is like basic shape. To create basic shape is very it's nice, but it's not a game ready model, because it will triangulate a lot and create, you can see all these things. This is not a game ready model, but yes, if you want to create something really quickly for architecture or maybe architecture visualization or maybe production, you can do it super easily and super quickly. It's just like nice. Yes, tell me.
So, what is the difference between Maya and 3ds Max? Like in 3ds Max also, can we make character modeling or only Maya is used for that?
No, we can use both. The software capable enough to create anything, but thing is like flexibility. The when you create characters and organic, basically organic stuff, Maya viewport and Maya handling is very handy for those things, because characters you have to check all the time. You have to check from 360 view, and the way it works, it become very easy. But in